boy, 4, who channels the dead told teachers his father had drowned. A mom was forced to explain to her son's teacher that her husband had not drowned after he told her about dead loved ones from his past lives. Megan Betty from Bridgwater in Somerset said her 4-year-old son Charlie began telling strange stories when he was just 2 years old. The 27-year-old mom was stunned when he described how he had died when he was a baby after choking on something and that his mother was very upset. However, when quizzed on what he meant, Charlie explained that when he said mother he didn't mean his mummy Megan. The mum of 4 said little Charlie has always been a bit different, but she sees his unusual stories as a positive thing and believes that if he has had other lives, he is being watched over by previous loved ones. Now Megan has shared a picture of a beam of light singling out Charlie among his siblings and wonders if it could be a sign of his past lives. Experts who have heard Charlie's case confessed that the occurrences were remarkable, but were divided on whether they would constitute as definitive evidence of past lives. Megan said, "He is always talking about his past lives, all the time. He uses old-fashioned names and talks about when he died. It's very strange as he is only 4. He has always talked about these things since he could talk, but it has increased over the last year or so. He won't say it if you ask him about it, but he just talks about it when he wants to talk about it. I just don't understand how a 4-year-old would talk about their mother and father when he doesn't even call us that. When he says it, I sometimes say you mean mummy and daddy and he says no, my mother and father. I don't know who he's talking about. Once when I warned him to eat something carefully as he could choke, he said, oh, I choked when I was a baby. I asked him what happened and he said I died and I was gone forever and my mother was very sad." Disabled woman fighting to make commuters look up on London Underground. Donald Trump will meet the Queen during UK visit. Fox cub rescued with vegetable oil after getting head stuck in car wheel. It's strange the way he talks for a 4-year-old. He's been talking about his father since he was 2. For a 2-year-old to use words like father is odd, and he doesn't mean his dad either. I asked if he meant his dad or his granddad and he said no. At school, his teacher got in touch to say he had been talking about his father drowning. I had to explain that his dad was fine. When taking pictures on a day out at the Quantics with her children, including Imogen, 7, George, 3, and 3-month-old Millie, Megan noticed a bizarre shape in one of the photos. The picture appears to show a beam of light shining down solely on Charlie and not on any of the other children, and people have subsequently said the light has faces in it. While remaining open to explanations, Megan speculated whether the light could be a symbol of the presence of loved ones from Charlie's past lives and is eager for experts to offer their opinion. Megan said, "He's always been a little bit different, which is why I thought the picture was more than just a trick of the light. It could be nothing, but it would be nice to know what it is. I don't really know what the explanation could be. The light in the picture could be the sun, but it is funny how it is just on him and it is wrapped round his face as well. It wasn't even that sunny a day when we got the picture, which was odd. If the light was on everybody, that would explain it, but it was just on Charlie. If an expert said it was just the light, I would believe them. I am skeptical of things like that, so I would like to see what people think. I'm not one to say that it is definitely something. It's just with all the things that Charlie has said that makes me wonder if there is something else in it. It's a really nice picture either way, even if there is a normal explanation for it." Paranormal investigator Julie Cockcroft, who has a diploma in parapsychology and mediumship, was blown away when she heard the stories about Charlie's past lives. She said, "Straight away when I saw the picture I noticed up at the top there are quite a few spirit faces in the light that shines down on the boy. It could be a case of past lives. There are cases where children speak about these kind of things. I do believe in past lives, but it is rare. It's a very interesting case. Based on what he is saying, I do believe he is talking about a past life, and I would be eager to hear more." Meanwhile, parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe admitted that Charlie's situation mirrors many of the most famous alleged cases of past lives, including the Pollock twins, 2 girls who were supposedly reincarnations of their dead siblings. However, he was keen to stress that there may be other more rational explanations to the strange phenomenon too, and the occurrences should not necessarily be taken as evidence of a past life. When does Asked finish and how to get tickets? Decapitated cat in school playground could be 400th victim of Croydon cat killer. Tory rebels back down over Brexit bill after amendment. Meghan remains open-minded and says that as long as Charlie is happy and healthy and his experiences remain positive, then the family will not worry. She said, "We see it as a positive thing and it doesn't unsettle me at all. I have only ever had good vibes from it. Charlie is not bothered by any of it either. I always feel he is looked after by it."